Hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here on the late night to do my review of Love During Lockup, Season 3, Episode 67. He loves me. He loves me not. Let's get into this, shall we? Yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family, and to all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Love During Lockup, Season 3, Episode 67, He Loves Me Not, I will rate this episode a C. Let me know down in the comments section what you will rate this episode. Y'all, it was so much cotton freaking mess going on this episode. And we just gonna hop into it. The little guy that's on the show, I ain't watch him. I just don't have time for the phony storyline. I ain't gonna waste my time. It's enough phoniness going on. Okay, and he is just totally irrelevant. I don't know why he's on the show. He's a complete and total waste of excuse me, everybody's time as far as your auntie is concerned. The next person that I want to talk about is Brittany and Essence. Honey, I'm trying to tell you every cotton freaking week I'm loving me some Essence. Essence need her own cotton freaking show, honey. How to roll a blunt. I'm trying to tell you right now, I'm loving me some Essence. Essence and Brittany get up in, Gabrielle. Gabby get up in the morning. Is it Gabby? Yes, Gabby. They get up in the morning and they are at the hotel. She comes in, Essence comes into the bathroom and basically tell her, look, I know we got into it last night. I was, on that ooh la la, okay? And, I said some things, but look, we're a team. We trying to go down here and see my brother Chris. And so, we're going to get along with the get along, right? And so, Gabby's like, she don't want to be bothered with me. I don't want to be bothered with her. It is what it is, right? So the two of them, drive down to the prison because they believe that Chris is getting out today. They get up to the guard's desk and Gabby punks out and was like, you gonna talk or I'ma talk? And so she was like, go ahead on and talk. You've been talking all You've been talking all this time. Go ahead on and say what you got to say. So anyway, they ride up and everything, and they tell the guards that they coming in to see Chris. And so, because he's getting released today, they flagged them on in, and they sitting out in the parking lot at 7 o'clock in the morning. So Gabby, basically says that she's going to make sure that she takes some time off on the road and she gets pregnant by Chris. I don't know how you get pregnant the first time. Some people do, some people don't. Honey, it's the roll of the dice. You don't know what's going on with you. The bad attitude that you got towards the mom and everybody else, honey, I doubt very seriously. Okay. That's just my opinion. So anyway, they sitting up there. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. And, the guard comes over to the desk because, of course, they've been sitting out in the parking lot too long. And they need to find out what's going on. So, he notices that she got a camera sitting up on her dashboard. And he was like, young, you have to put the camera away. So she puts the camera away and all of that kind of stuff. And they find out that Chris is not okay, getting released from the prison. So, Essence, pick up the phone and call Mom Duke, right? So she got to call Mom Deuce. She calls Mom Deuce on the phone and she tell Mom Deuce about what's going on. So Mom Deuce was like, this got something to do with them feds. I'm trying to ain't like he murdered nobody or nothing like that. So I don't know what's going on. But I got a feeling it got something to do with the feds. Let me make me a couple of phone calls and everything. And then I'm gonna get on back with you. So Ma Deuce make her the little phone calls and everything. She calls Essence back on the phone. And Essence is like, worked up. She really wanted to see her brother and all of that. They seem like they're close knit family, you know what I'm saying? And so she's like, I'm gonna have to tell you that he getting out tomorrow. And so, of course, Gabby is all upset about it and all that kind of stuff, right? Thank you so much, Amy Garcia, for the $20 cash app. Auntie, I freaking adore you. You're looking so beautiful. Thank you, boo. I adore you too. Hi, boo. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Now I'm eventually take this off. Okay. I've been just wearing it because it's just been comfortable, y'all. I was like, I ain't doing nothing to my natural hair. But thank you so much. But anyway, so they sitting at the jail and everything, Marduce tell him, he gonna be out tomorrow. So of course, the two of them got to be together another day. They ain't really feeling each other. They ain't mad with each other, but they don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. They ain't mad with one another, but they don't like each other. Now Essence had already told her while she was rolling up a couple of barbs last week that the mama, Mom Deuce don't trust her. So if Mom Deuce don't trust her, she don't trust her, right? So they try and see whether or not Gabby in this for the money or what Gabby's real intention is. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think that she's into this for. But you know what? It is what it is. The next idiot that I want to talk about is Hayley. Hayley has already found out from her lawyer and from his mama that she is being bamboozled, robbed, tricked, played with, cheated on, and some more with Dalton, right? But she don't want to believe it. So she believes that she's going to be able to go into this prison and, cry, get them cotton freaking tears. That she's going to be able to trick these people to give her a day one A1 visit with this cotton freaking mofo in the jail. She believes that, her name is permanently on the list. She can come and see him and come in there anytime she wants to. So she's driving down to the prison talking about she ain't had nothing but a couple of goldfish and some Oreo cookies. And I'm sitting up there thinking to myself, did you take that out the baby lunchbox? Now, we done already found out last week that she done gave this mofo more money than she done saved for her son. This girl is twisted in the head. Now, she wasn't a popular girl when she was in high school with him. He wasn't really feeling her back then. So what make her think he's feeling her now? He's feeling her money. So, of course, the producers are already inside the jail and they're talking to Dalton and they're asking him whether or not, he has another woman, whether or not he, spent the money on another girl. And so he's telling them, I don't even want to talk about it, right? I just, we're going to go ahead on and continue on with this interview, but I ain't going to say what I don't want to say. So we like, all right, then, Dalton, don't say nothing then, do what you got to do, be where you got to be, all that kind of stuff, right? So we like, all right, then, we're going to go ahead on and let him get away with what he wanted to get away with for the time being. But we all automatically know that things are not going to happen the way that Dalton thinks. So Dalton is saying that Hayley is his girl and all this kind of stuff and that he's into her. But we know that Dalton is telling a cotton freaking lie because last week when Hayley went over there to go and see his mother said that, it's her and a couple of ex-girlfriends that been calling him down at the jail and all that kind of stuff. The mama want him to go cold turkey on everything, cold turkey on drugs or whatever else he doing, drinking, whatever, and money and these girls. And so, she wants to go down there. And then the mama already told her, leave this mofo alone. He ain't about nothing, right? He tricking you. He doing what he doing with the woo-whoop and the boo-boo-boo. But she don't want to hear that. She got to go down to the jail and think that she's going to get the truth out of him. Now, what has come into play is that the lawyer done already told her that the $550 that she asked for was the same amount of money that his ex-girlfriend needed in order to pay some restitution, right? And so because of that, now she, all of a sudden she, wants to find out whether or not Dalton is using her. It's obvious that Dalton is using her. Thank you so much, Beverly Conley, for the 1999 super chat. If I had to spend another night with Gadsby, I would need more supplies like Essence. Okay. Or at least a good stiff drink, okay? Because I ain't gonna be smoking nobody's bomb. All righty. Love you so much, Beverly. Thank you. So she sits up there and everything. She's driving down to the jail. She gets out the car. She tell them they can't go on with her. She comes on about that camp and they tell her, oh, no, no go, no show. No go, no show. You don't do no, same day visits. And so, she says, well, hopefully Dalton's going to be able to call me. So Dalton calls her on the phone and everything. And, he starts off with, the riddles and the rhymes and the poems that, they got all up on the jail cell walls, the little ones that they pass back and forth. If you get on the bus, and ride the bus to get to the jail, right? There used to be a bus downtown in DC at Metro Center, okay, where women would stand out there for hours with their kids and everything else, and they would get on those cotton freaking buses. The bus would take them all the way down to Lorton, Virginia, to the jail. Okay, now no Tanya out here, no Tanya know about that. The bus used to take them out to Lorton, and the girls would come back on the cotton freaking bus after seeing their men, and half of them got the same damn card and the same damn letter. So, Dolan is telling her that, the same old, that, he loved her and all this kind of stuff, and he want to be with her and all this old bullshit, right? And so anyway, after, she goes through, that process with him, she starts telling him that he's using her. She asks him about the money. He denies it. And the two of them get into an argument and everything. And she tells him that she spent more money on him than she did on her own child. And that, he used her and all of this kind of stuff. And, whatever. And Dalton is like, what, at the end of the day, I'm going to say enough, do enough, write enough cards, get somebody to do a couple of flowers for me, put a fake tattoo on me and everything. And, and I'm just going to go ahead on and get her back. He said that's his girl and he's going to fight for her. And I'm like, you know what? Do what you got to do, boo, with the whoop whoop and a cotton freaking boo, boo, boo. This right here is a mess. This is some straight up mess. Ain't nothing going on with this. The next person that I want to talk about is Indy. Indy is out there with her mother. Her mama and everybody, they want this relationship. They are in complete and total support. When we saw the mama, we really saw the truth of the matter with this situation, as I've been saying from day A. The mama is in on this. She is fine with her dating Harry. They have all come up there as a family to support her. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can support from a distance, okay? But they are totally into this. She gets on the phone. Last week, she got on the phone and they told her that she could not, come and visit him because of COVID. She said the same thing. Next thing you know, she gets a telephone call from Harry at the halfway house indicating that he's been sitting downstairs waiting for her for an hour. So evidently there's a lack of communication that's going on at the halfway house. So her mama was like, okay, we 2 minutes away. Mama whipped that car into a cotton freaking U-turn, almost flipped that bitch over. Tanya, do you remember the buses that used to be downtown? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Thank you so much, it's Simone for the $4.99 super chat. Dalton was the love during Lockup swindler. He's got fight for Hayley's. He's gonna fight for Hayley's money. Absolutely. Hey, it's Simone. I love that name. You got a YouTube channel? You look like you got your own YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the super chat. Tanya, do you remember them buses that used to be downtown in front of Metro Center, and they used to, all them families and them women with their kids and stuff used to stand down there at Metro Center on the north side of the cotton freaking building and board them buses that would take them down to Lorton? I know you know about them, Tanya. Girl, bye. So anyway, Indy is, mother buses a U-turn and everything, because Indy was spazzing out and everything because she had all packed all of her stuff up, came to a flea-bitten motel, didn't have any plans, put in place for her to be with this mofo and all this old kind of stuff, right? So, now she finds out that she got an opportunity to see him. The mother busted you cotton freaking so damn fast. I'm trying to tell you, she almost flipped that cotton freaking car over. going back to the jail. She was all excited and it with Indy. So, Indy gets a chance to see him like, Jesus when they touched the hem of his garment, you know what I'm saying, when he was passing through. So she got to, see him. She said that, they were spiritually connected and spiritually married to each other. She wanted to make sure that he got a couple of things, and she wanted to make sure that he had gotten the ring. So Indy comes out, and she says that she saw him. She got a chance to touch him through the glass and all that kind of stuff. And she got a chance to see him put his ring on. Now she's going to be meeting up with Lydia, which is Harry's sister, and the mama and the other sister, because we are family, okay? And so they meet up at the hotel and everything. And the little daughter, when they get there, before the parents get there, the little daughter comes. The sister is there, right? The sister is watching the child while she runs back and forth to go and see this prisoner. Bitch, you cannot make this stuff up. Are you okay? You can't make this stuff up. Then the daughter comes out and she's disappointed because she don't get a chance to see this mofo. Does the daughter know anything about jail and incarceration and halfway houses and transportation and guards and guns and all that? Does the daughter know anything about that? She's talking about, I want to see Poppy Daddy. And she's disappointed and goes into the cotton freaking motel room and closes the door. And, the sister catches the door before the door closes. She's disappointed because she don't get to see Poppy Daddy. Boy, he's not coming home from the military. He's coming out of jail. What in the hell? So, the mother and the sisters and everybody come and they, gather around and they talking and everything. And the mama just bumping her gums. Indy mama is bumping her gums. She is happy about this. Like, they all in this together. They smiling and everything, boo. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Now, the mother is acting like, she's, using all of her connects to find out about this mofo. The mother already know about the mofo. She is totally in it. She said that she's doing this because it's making Indy happy. Then why all the arguing and all of that kind of stuff? Just going down there to the psychic reader to get your palm read down that mother. Like if this ain't some kind of freaking trash. The mother know about all this. And she with the fool-la-la. She's with the fool-la-la. She's with the fool-la-la. So the mother and everybody, Harry's mother and everybody, is gathered around. They talking about the situation. They're talking about Harry and all of that. And she's telling them she got to see him. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And so that he calls on, her phone. And so they get to see him and they talk about his hair looking long and all of that kind of stuff. And the other sister is emotional because, she gets a chance to see him and all of that kind of stuff. And the mother said, you know what? He know how to pick him. He always picked the crazy women. The mama thinks that she's completely crazy. She thinks that she's rushing into this. And, her mama asked his mama, how you feeling about it? And she was like, they rushing into this. They need to slow it down. The sister told her, look, you going so fast, you ain't going to be able to enjoy it. You giving them everything up front. You rushing and all of that kind of stuff. But, it's going to tire out. And so, she was like, I don't care nothing about what she say and all of this kind of stuff. But what she didn't do was disrespect her the way that she disrespected her own mama. You noticed that she buck nasty enough, and she kept a smile up on her face, and she said the right things at the right time, bitch, to the right person. She did not buck all up in her face and tell her to mind her motherfucking business and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't want to hear nothing and all that kind of bullcrap. She didn't do that with the sister. See, people be knowing who to play with. Because I'm going to tell you right now, them sisters look like they got razor blades up underneath their tongue, bitch. They look like they had sliced her face up so cotton freaking fast, honey, she would think it was Edward Scissorhand, bitch. She did not buck up with them at all. And I think that that's just totally wrong because you don't disrespect your own mother and can't disrespect somebody out on the street. You should have told the sister like you told your mother, mind your business. But see, that just goes to show. Anyway, so they leave and everything, and she was like, I could tell that they're gonna try to break us up. They're not gonna try to break y'all up. Y'all gonna break up. Okay, because you're gonna find out some things about Harry according to the next episode. Okay. Now the last couple that I want to talk about is dumb ass Ty and Cotton freaking Boston. Ty is at home, honey, and she is saying that she got second thoughts. She was out there fighting Boston, or call herself fighting Boston, last week, and she realizes that she did not handle that the best way that she could. Let me tell you something about Ty. Ty gonna make sure that everybody hear her story. Ty been on a cotton freaking interview in Ty been interviewing with anybody that called Ty or hit Ty up in them DMs. Ty is going hither, thither. She's getting all kinds of counseling sessions. And this week we see her with a dildo in the bed. She got the nerve to have named the cotton freaking thing. Now, whether or not she had it under the comforters with her, she took it to a whole nother level. Because that's one thing. When we saw Deontay last season with his cotton freaking Nicole Jr., at least he didn't moan and groan with the thing. He didn't act like he was under the covers with it. He closed the door. He did it on a high level. This girl gonna sit up there and take it to a whole nother level, have her legs up underneath the comforter with them gapped open. And I said, this is absolutely pathetic. This is pathetic. Like, who do you want to be, Ty? Who do you want us to see you as? You got to do a lot of work on you, because I don't know, from interview to interview, and I ain't really even been looking at them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just be seeing that she be posted, that she be doing the interview with this person, interview with that person. Then you go and look at a little bit of it. She crying on this one, she crying on that one, like she cried over here with us. You know what I'm saying? That interview is in the members only. Okay, we interviewed with Ty. I think from episode 1, Ty reached out to someone, and that someone hooked her up with me, and I talked to her, the members only. I have not wanted to interview Ty out here in these streets, because I don't know what Ty we getting. I don't know what Ty we getting. I don't know who Ty is. Like, I'm very confused about this young lady, because you saying that, you dating these prisoners and it's more intimate, but you didn't even know that Hardy was dating Boston. You so asking Boston why Boston calling you on your phone, and I'm saying to you, why are you answering the phone that Boston is calling on? Ain't no way in the world I would be giving Boston this much time unless I needed and wanted Boston to be part of my storyline, because at the end of the day, without Boston, you ain't got no storyline. Your storyline is not interesting. We met you the first week, right? And I ain't mad at her. I don't want y'all think I'm mad at her, because there's a part of her that I like, but I'm gonna tell you right now, something is the hell wrong with her, because we flippity floppity, we don't know who the fuck we getting. She running hither and thither. She said that she don't want Boston to call, but she answering the phone. She's engaging with her, and I'm telling you right now, without Boston, this will be a boring ass storyline. She needed Boston. Because I'm gonna tell you, Boston's doing the damn thing. Boston's riding in on her coattail. And as far as I'm concerned, Boston is the one that's sitting up there getting all the praise and all the accolades, as far as I'm concerned, because Boston is handling Boston's business. She goes and gets her little girlfriend, right, to ride down there. Wait a minute. First of all, she was talking to Hardy on the phone. I mean, on the thing. She's waiting to have a conference call for her. He ghosted her ass on the conference call. So next thing you know, he calls her on the phone and says, oh, they doing something with the, the little conference calls and all of that kind of stuff. Bullshit. So, he's sitting up there, she's asking him, whether or not he likes her, and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, yeah, you my only woman. He's saying the jail game, right? He doing the jail talk. And guess what? If it's working, continue on with Hardy. Hardy, you work them bitches. Thank you so much, Amy, for the $5 cash app. Dumb and Dumber. Okay, Amy. And you could have said something more than that, honey, because I'm going to tell you, honey, these some dumbass and dumbassers, okay? And that's a for real, for real. This girl is, this girl is listening to him, but her sixth instinct, right, which all women got, is telling her Something ain't right about this. Now, she punked out when she was supposed to be seeing Boston at the Cotton Freaking Beauty Shop because she was afraid that Boston was going to bring something with her. Well, don't jump out there if you ain't going to be out there. You understand what I'm saying? Sit your ass on the porch until you're ready to be in the street. The second time she had a confrontation or whatever with Boston, she came out there fighting and swinging, showing that she's a weak bitch for real, because only weak bitch don't know how to talk. A real woman know how to stand toe to toe and have a conversation with you. And if it pop off that way, it pop off that way. But at the end of the day, okay, okay. Absolutely. Boston is a castmate. Okay. Boston been running this joint. Boston is running Ty's whole cotton freaking season. Ty is nothing without Boston. Like, I'm talking about nothing without her. That's a birthmark. Yeah, she ain't had no bruise on her face. That look like a birthmark. She didn't even connect with her right there. Boston is Ty's whole storyline. Not Hardy, not the other dudes. All that went out the window. Boston is her storyline. And without Boston, she would not have any interest. Nobody would be interested in her. It just is what it is. And if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comment section, because I can handle it. I'm a grown-ass woman. But she don't, what else is she talking about? Week after week is Boston, 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 Boston. Because Boston came up in them and stole the show. She done stole the show. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna let another woman come and steal my shine. Nah, dude. That ain't happening, Captain. I'm gonna be the boss of my own ship. I'm captain of this month. And then she sit up there talking about she beat Boston's ass. I didn't see that. Maybe y'all did. I'm telling you, I did not see that. I saw somebody that was swinging uncontrollably with their eyes closed and hoping that they made a shot. I saw Boston standing 10 toes to the ground. But she brings her little girlfriend with her, okay, with the bad weave, and they riding down there and everything. Just tell your girlfriend at least that y'all gonna be filming and you need her to look cute. Because I don't think she's looking fucked up on purpose. But anyway, so Ty, it made sure that she was cute. She had her little wig on, but it was, a little crunched up and everything. And so, they goes down there and she talk about, Boston better come at her correct. Boston ain't gotta come correct, boo. Boston just gotta come. So at the meantime and in between time, Boston got her girlfriend. Boston ain't even driving. Boston said, bitch, I'm being chauffeured down here to meet you. I got my girlfriend chauffeuring me down here. She said, this is my third time meeting her. I'm hoping that something come out to meet me too. Grow up. Grow up and have the damn conversation. Cotton freaking Will at this point, that Boston's not lying. You already know that this motherfucker, she sits up there telling me something. I'm going through a relationship where I don't know whether or not he love me not, he love me not. If you got to question the not, if you got to put a not in there, he does not love you. You already know that you being played. You've been with him since November. This girl been with him 12 years. She already know he ain't sticking nothing in you because you ain't going down to the jail. So all he doing is getting money that he probably, deposited in her bank account. At the end of the day, Ty, you the one losing. Boston's winning. So they get down to the meeting spot and everything, and Boston and her girlfriend sitting there having drinks. Matter of fact, they brought drinks for the table. Ty comes over there. She's scared to sit down at the table and everything because you know what? A woman that don't know how to talk and have a conversation, the first thing they got to do is resort to violence because they don't have the tenacity, the audacity. They don't have the vocabulary. They can't articulate what it is that they need to say and what they need to listen to. So the first thing that she does is come up there defensive when she popping off. Boston was like, you ain't got to pop off like that. Damn, can you have a conversation? And I understand what Boston is saying. Sit down and have a conversation with somebody. You don't come off like that. How do you feel? Like, how's all this working out for you? Like, for real, for real. How's all this working out for you? You're not going to ever be on the red carpet with Rihanna. So how's this working out for your reputation and what it is that you want people to know and think and say about you? Because at this point, you're on the losing side. You're messing with a man who gave your phone number out. That means that she's the number one chick. He didn't give you Boston's phone number. He gave Boston your phone number. So you already see where it stack up. Boston is the chick. Then they show that they've been filming with Boston, and this mofo been telling her that this girl ain't his number one, that Boston is. He's basically telling her, this girl is a freaking trick. Right, while she's sitting up there asking him, do you love me? Am I your one and only? Why you gotta ask a man something like that? Thank you so much, Simone. It's Simone for the $4.99 super chat. Ty is too old to be fighting over an inmate, especially when she said she had 8 to 10 inmates. Exactly. Girl, we need to print this out and put this in a motherfucking frame and send it to her. This is the stupidest crap I've ever seen. She's on the losing side. And Boston is trying to talk to her, and she notices that Boston got this t-shirt on. The t-shirt is his t-shirt. Ty said that she tried to get the t-shirt. She asked him for one. He said he couldn't get no more, and they were sold out online. But Boston sitting up there with the cotton freaking t-shirt on and said she'd be at all the concerts and everything. She is with this mofo before he even signed the deal. Ty, you looking right stupid. Maybe that's why you interviewing with any and everybody. And maybe that's why you spreading yourself so thin, because you realize that your edits don't look good. And you may believe that your edits look good. And maybe those people may be sitting around wanting to kiss your ass just to get an interview. But I'm going to tell you right now, honey, Auntie's going to tell you straight up like it is. I'm disappointed at the way that you looking out here in these streets. You're looking desperate and dingy. You're coming off wrong. You don't have the maturity to have a conversation with the cotton freaking girl, even though you know that you're supposed to be getting the information from her. Like, what woman does that? A woman worth her salt. A woman who's a mother. A woman who's taking care of her mother. Doesn't conduct herself like that in the street over a piece of dick you ain't never had. And you got cotton freaking Boston, who's supposed to be the bad chick, coming off as a good chick. Yeah, like you paying you playing the game all wrong. Absolutely, Queen Francine. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's a good-looking girl. But I'm gonna tell you right now, honey, if you ugly in the inside, you ugly on the out. It doesn't make a difference what your shell look like. The real you is in the inside. And anytime she could not sit there and have a conversation with Boston, all of that stuff that Boston is talking, when Boston said to her, I'm going to give you one more chance. Did you just say you're going to give me one more chance? Did you? That's because you've lost. So you got to resort to violence because you don't have any kind of conversation. You realize that with your worst suspicion is true. Because the girl is sitting there with the shirt on and told you that she loved that mother. Boston has taken over. You would think that Boston was the one that signed up for the show. Boston is still in this show. And without Boston, there is no time. It just is what it is out here in these streets. And sometimes, unfortunately, when you don't play your cards right, that's exactly what happens. That's what happens, chickadee. It's sad, but it's motherfucking true. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. Because I'm going to tell you right now, honey, girlfriend is looking like a bum. Like, for real. Okay, absolutely. And Boston has no worries about Ty. None. She did one with her, but they was sitting up on there giving her a counseling session. Everybody, ain't nobody got time to be counseling her. I saw her sitting up there crying and everything, tears all up in her eyes, and they trying to build her up and try to give her some self-esteem and all that kind of stuff. And she coming off on the show looking like this. You know, you just are who you are until you come to a place where you want to fix who you are. And I don't care how many people talk to her. We seeing who Ty is. She got to do better. And you don't let another woman come in there and steal your cotton freaking shine. I saw some of it on ages and stages, but I was like, what the is really going on here? I couldn't even look at the whole thing. I just was like, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. Absolutely. Absolutely, doctor. Absolutely, doctor. Effortlessly. Because you know what? She's able to get past the little, you know, you get a little chihuahua barking at your feet, all that kind of stuff. And honey, a pit bull run up or a German shepherd, and they trained to do what they going to do to your ass. That little bit of chippity chappity chirping that con freaking dog do ain't doing nothing. When you see them other dogs, big dogs come up, you recognize them by the breed. And I'm going to tell you right now, she's losing because Boston is running her show. You signed up for this. You should have showed up for this. You don't let nobody else come steal your show. But that's exactly what happened in my opinion. Anyway, y'all, this is the end of my review. Thank you all so much for all the super chats. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Like, thank you so much to my moderators who always keep the room nice and safe and chat. I had a video that I was going to do tonight. I just might do it on a late night, right? But I love y'all to pieces, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much for being here, y'all.